Welcome back, dear children. Welcome to English Corner. For the past few days, we are looking about the topic a gift of chapels, right? We completed our lessons and we'll have a quick recap of what the gift of chapel is. Shall we? Yes? Wow, the welcome is glittering, isn't it? So we'll have a small recap and we'll see the comprehension check, that is classwork which you have to write in your notebook, classwork notebook, English classwork notebook. That also we'll see. Okay, and who are the characters? Four children name I need, four cousins. Who are they? Ravi, Meenu, Lali, Mridu. Mridu is a guest. To whose house? Rukumani's auntie's house. Okay. So they were all enjoying. They are playing. They had a small kitten. Right. So Lali is learning music. Then what? Lali is learning music. Then what happened? At that time, one beggar came. But the ladies in that house said, nothing is there in the kitchen. So they asked Ravi to make the beggar to go away. But actually, what happened? The food was there, but for the past 1 week, he was coming to the house regularly. So this will become a habit. So they wanted to avoid the beggar, so they said like this. Right. Now what happens? Ravi, Mridu and Meena. Three of them were moving to the garden. That time beggar sat under the tree. He was taking rest. It was literally a hot sun in the afternoon. Right? Lali was learning music. So only three of them were there. So they went to the garden to meet the beggar, to say that nothing is left out. But what happens? The beggar was very sad. He said, this 1 week my soul was alive because of these ladies in this house. Now I don't know what happened. All their kindness went off. They are asking me to move. Now I have to move. Let me take some rest in the trees, under the tree, in the shade. Now he's showing the blizzard leg, bare feet with boils, sun boils in the leg. By seeing this, Meena started crying. These children were helpless. They want to help the beggar in some way or the other, because by seeing that boils in the legs, really we are all human, isn't it? So we too will feel the same. The children felt a lot. They were in search of a chapel. They went and searched in veranda. It was there, one chapel was there, because these small kids chapel size will not be fit for the beggar. So they went in search for a bigger one. In veranda, one shabby chapel was there. So they took it and gave to the beggar. But actually, whose chapel is that? That chapel was music master's chapel. He came out and searched here and there. Then finally, Rukumani auntie found that these kids gave the chapel to the beggar. So she gave Gopu Mama's chapel to new chapel, the two new chapel to music master. So that is the end of the story. Everybody accepted and adjusted to the situation. Right? Now it's comprehension check, question time. You have to write in your classwork. Children handwriting should be very neat. Question in black and answer in blue. And leave one line. Each and every question draw lines very neatly. Right, it is in page number 28. You can take your book, content book, First question. The music master is making lovely music. Read aloud the sentence in the text that expresses this idea. So you have to read the content book, then only you can able to answer the question. The music master's note seemed to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of the melody. It was like the wheels of the train fitting smoothly into the rails and whizzing along. Okay. Next, this sentence in the text, this sentence in the text that expresses the idea that the music master is making lovely music. Children, I moved from here because you can able to see the answers in a clear manner. Right? Once again, first question. The music master's notes seem to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of the melody. It was like the wheels of a train fitting smoothly into the rails and whizzing along. This sentence in the text that expresses the idea that the music master is making lovely music. Is it clear? First question, is it clear? Second question, shall we move? Now, had the beggar come to Rukmani's house for the first time? Give reason for your answer. No, the beggar had not come to Rukmani's house for the first time because Party said that he had been coming to their house every day for the past 1 week, isn't it? And it's time to find him another house to beg from. So this is the answer dear. This is answer which is given roughly. If you want to change the answer, it is in your own way. You are welcome always. You can change the, but without changing the meaning, you have to change the sentence pattern, right? Right. Shall we move to the next question? A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. What does it suggest to you about Rukmani's mood? This is the third question. V-shaped eyebrow is formed only when people are in anger. This suggests that Rukmani was very angry in mood when she came back to know about the missing chapels of the music teacher. Is it clear? Very angry. That is the answer. Clear, dear? Right. Now, page number 29, working with text. Now, we have to complete the sentence. Right? This is like fill in the blanks. Ravi compares Lali's playing the violin to what? To derailing of the train going completely off track. OFF, off track. Trying to hide beneath the tray of chilies, Mahendran tipped a few chilies over himself. He took few chilies over himself. And the teacher played a few notes on his violin, and Lali stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked quite helpless and unhappy in her hands. Now, the fourth one. The beggar said that the kind ladies of the household kept his body and soul together on their generosity for the whole week. He couldn't believe that they turned him away. This is the fourth question. The fifth one. After the lessons are over, the music teacher asked Lali if she had seen his chapels. So this is what is a complete the following sentence. I hope it will be clear. Okay, the fill in the blanks answers are given here. Check it out, compare with the classwork and the book content. Right? Shall we move to the next? Yeah. Yes. A second question. Describe the music teacher as seen from the window. As seen from the window, music teacher had a bony figure, He had a mostly bald head with a fringe of oiled back hair falling around his ears and an old-fashioned tuft. A gold chain gleamed around his leathery neck and a diamond ring glittered on his hand as it glided up and down the stem of the violin. A large foot stuck out from beneath his gold-bordered vesty edge, and he was beating time on the floor with a scrawny big toe. Right? These are all the appearance of the music teacher when seen from the window. Right? Here from the window. Question is describe the music teacher as seen from the window. Now moving to the third question. What makes Mridu conclude that the beggar has no money to buy chappals? And the second part of the question, what does she suggest to show her concern? First question is, I'll move here so that it will be clear for you. Okay, first part of the answer, Mridu concluded that the beggar had no money to buy chappals because his feet were blizzard. On the second part of the sentence, question, what does she suggest to show her concerns? She suggested Mridu and Ravi about a pair of old slippers so that they could give it to the beggar. Right? Next, fourth question. Have you children? She began, and then, seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly. Seeing anyone lurking around the window veranda? So, first part of the question, what do you think Rukumani really wanted to ask? Second is, why did she change her question? And third part is, what did she think had happened? So, first part of the question, Rukumani actually wanted to ask the children if they had seen the music master's slippers. Second, she changed her question because children were curiously quiet and she suspected that children must have done something with the chappals. Third part, she thought that the children have given the music master's chappal to that old beggar. Right? So, each and every part, you have to read the question, understand, then write the answers. Is it clear, ma? Shall we move to the fifth question? On getting Gopu Mama's chappal, the music teacher tried not to look too happy. Why? Very interesting question. The music master, the music teacher, tried not to look happy because he did not want to reveal his happiness of getting new chappals of Gopu Mamas to others. He wanted to show that his own chappal were more expensive and branded one. Actually, he was very happy after getting the chappals, Gopu Mama's chappal, right? So the music teacher tried not to look happy because he did not wanted to reveal his happiness of getting new chappals of Gopu Mama to others. He wanted to show that his own chappals were more expensive and branded one. Actually, he was very happy after getting Gopu Mama's chappal. Children, any doubt? Do you have any doubt in these 5 questions and the book? One fill in the blanks is there. Yes, is it clear? Right? So I want you to write the heading first. Okay. First the heading has to be there. Before that index page has to be filled. Like chapter 2. What is the name of the lesson? The Gift of Chappal part 2. Right? Write today's date. Then go inside the lesson. Start writing question answers. Check in your book. Right? Then you start writing the answers one by one. Question has to be in black. Answer has to be in blue pen. Write it neatly. After each and every question, you draw a line. Okay, after finishing your question, draw a line.